Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Crypto Wisdom. And in this video, let's speak about FUD and FOMO. That's fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and FOMO, fear of missing an opportunity. Let's speak about this, and I'll put in my views, and I'll also share some of my favorite projects on how I feel about them, and how is it that FUD or FOMO can impact your purchase decisions in cryptocurrencies. This is Mr. Aslan. Crypto education is my passion, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is purely done for educational purposes alone. And please do your own research before you get into any token out there in the crypto space. And stay safe from scams. Do go ahead and check out my other videos in the playlist of Crypto Wisdom. Now let's go ahead and begin the video. But let's have a quick look at the market right now. Well, this is the exact correct time for me to go ahead and touch base upon this topic. I personally felt there is certain kind of panic selling also that's happening for certain cryptos. Now let's get on to this article pretty quick. So if you're new to crypto world, then you have been hearing the terms FUD and FOMO and wondering why everyone use them so much. The truth is, in trading, neither FUD nor FOMO is your friend. Terms are highly related with emotional basis that emerges when trading. FUD and FOMO are both based on the same dangerous emotion, fear. Traders who get affected by those terms usually experience significant monetary losses. Now, Warren Buffett, who is a very big trader, he has quoted that if you cannot control your emotions, you cannot control your money. So damn true, and this is what I emphasize on most of the times. Do not let your emotions rule your purchase or sell decisions. Also, we have Alexander Elder, who quoted that many traders ride an emotional roller coaster and miss the essential element of winning, the management of their emotions. Well, this is something which needs to be in control for everyone, because whenever you're trading with money, money has no emotions. The traders out there, apart from you, do not have any emotions. They work on basic fundamentals, they work on certain charts, they work on technical aspects, and that's what gives them the edge over all those people who do not know these technical aspects to a certain extent. Now, sometimes it's luck, sometimes you feel that it's a bad time, or sometimes you feel like, okay, someone just told me to ape into this project, let me just go ahead and get onto it. And when the price drops, you feel sad about it, and that's when you decide probably this project is almost done and I have lost a lot of my investments. Let me just go ahead and withdraw whatever I have. Let me take the loss and withdraw it and put it somewhere else, and because some other coin is mooning right now. But after a certain amount of time, you see that this particular token or coin which you had invested in earlier has skyrocketed to almost 5x or 10x, and you lost the opportunity, you lost your position. Now, suppose you understand you have bought a token at 1 cent, and now the token moves to 5 cents. You're all happy because it has a 5x, and you still feel that okay, it is going to go up, going to go up. But on the charts and the technical aspects, there is certain amount of signals that indicate that there might be a little bit of sell-off happening. But then nothing is purely predictable when it comes to crypto, guys, because there is a lot of activity that happens, and that's where we call crypto is very volatile. And always invest in what you can afford to lose. At that point of time where you do not do your own research, where you do not understand how the project operates, where you do not understand what kind of products that they are planning to bring out, and what is it that they are working on in the background, you decide to go ahead and take a call to sell that particular token at 2x profit. Now, the moment after you do this, say for example, within a span of 1 week, you see that this particular token which you sold for a 2x is now up by a 10 times or a 10x. So that's how volatile cryptos are. But now, yes, there is a market crash that has happened, and accordingly all these altcoins also have got a huge percentage loss in terms of the price point. But what is it that we need to see over here is whether the potential of the project is still existing, whether the project has some solid fundamentals associated with it. What is it set to do in the crypto space? That's very much important when you look at certain crypto projects. So that's where FUD and FOMO come into picture. Let's go ahead a little more into the article now. Professional traders know that controlling emotions is the hardest thing to do. That's why crypto enthusiasts usually gets affected by FOMO and FUD. But what exactly do these acronyms mean? Well, this is just the expansion. Like I said, FUD stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. This refers to spread of bad news around social media that can affect the price negatively. In most cases, the information is not accurate, precise, or correct, thus creating a misleading reality. The cryptocurrency market has experienced several times the consequences of FUD. Cryptocurrency valuations have been affected by these underground rumors and claims, affecting the veracity of the whole market. Now, this is exactly what I touch based upon, because bad press will impact any company out there and the stocks out there in the stock market. The same way, FUD over here definitely impacts a lot on the token price. So, what happens if at all you do not look into the fundamentals of the project? You just go ahead and blindly believe people who speak about it, be it in Twitter, Telegram, YouTube, any of the social platform media. It applies to both FOMO and FUD, guys. It's not related to only FUD. So you just listen to them without even doing your own research, without even at least checking the basics. You must always do your own research, never listen to anyone, always take information from people, but the decision should always be made from your side. It's your hard earned money. Do not let it ride just because someone said that this token is not doing well, just because that particular person doesn't understand how the token works. And trust me, there are people who are influential in many aspects, be it Twitter, Telegram, or YouTube, who get paid to create FUD. Now, if one project is doing well and there are other people who want to put that project down, they definitely have paid advertisers or paid influencers. I'm not saying the influencers are bad, because they do it, that's their livelihood. The influencers are never to be targeted for all the FUD or the FOMO that ideally happen, right? So, taking that into consideration, stay away from that, and always ensure that you understand how a project works, rather than knowing whether this project is a moonshot for a 10x or a 100x, or whether this project will drop down and it's a rug pull. So do not listen to people. Why is it? I'll just quote one single token in the later part of the video, where I say why is it that your own research and understanding how the project works is very much important, and being active in the official social groups of these tokens is very much important. Now let's move on to FOMO, on the other hand, which is not external but internal. Those four words, which is fear of missing out, which refers to someone's feeling of not being part of the momentum. The sentiment based on fear and regret makes people more irrational, and people make irrational entries in the market, therefore causing them to buy at the top or sell in the bottom of a movement. This again falls into the same category, where you just listen to someone and you purchase it. I gave you an example earlier, right? So you think that you are reaching at the 5x, and probably you buy more thinking that it will go ahead to a 10x, and all of a sudden you see that the price drops down to just a 2x, and now you have already established a position of say $1, for example, and it reached $5, and you thought that it would go ahead and reach $10, so you invested another amount of money, and now your dollar cost average somewhere comes down to say around $500, right? But when you see that it has dropped down to 2x, now you have actually lost $250 or so. Just assume. Now, what is it that you lost, and what is it that happened at that particular stage, where someone came and told you that this project is going to go for 10x? Just go ahead and buy more and keep your wallets loaded. You gave in to that particular fear, thinking that okay, if I do not buy it now at $5, it might reach $10, and then hoping that, without even checking the fundamentals, hoping that just it will moonshot to 10x, you just bought the tokens. And what is it that you have now? You have a loss. You lost your position, and now you're emotionally impacted too. Taking all this into consideration, guys, to conclude, we will highlight that what there are ways in which traders can avoid these two phenomena. The first solution is sticking to fundamentals and charts, as well as doing deep research before entering a trade. Now, when it comes to deep research, I believe not many people would be aware about it. Even with fundamentals and charts, the technical aspects, personally, it took me almost 2.5 years to understand how a chart works at the stock trading, at crypto, and knowing all the normal fundamental stuff. There is still a lot to learn for me too, in fact. But whatever I know are just at least basic fundamentals, which would definitely help me understand how the chart works and how is it certain price points might trigger in terms of the coming days, again affected by all the other news surrounding the token, the fundamentals of the token, everything adds up. If you're looking at only the technical analysis of a chart alone, that definitely would not give you any input, in my opinion, guys. It would only give you an indication, but the actual fact of how the price movement would happen would depend on a lot more other factors, on what the project is doing, what the developer team is doing, and what is happening in the background for building that particular project. You can profit from the irrationality present in the market. If your analysis and research are on point, then you can profit from the dump or a pump, creating even better entry than the one you originally planned. Next time, detect FUD and FOMO in the market. Then remember to use this information to profit, as most successful investors know when and how to use it to their advantage. This is what I was speaking of. Knowing how a project operates is very much important. Being active in the social media is very much important. We will go ahead and discuss a little about my favorite projects and why is it that I feel these are really good ones and why they have potential in the long run. And why is it that if you have already invested in this project, it's better to hold on rather than panic selling or giving away to FUD or FOMO, whatever is happening right now in the market. The first one is I would like to quote this charity project called Meals. Now, I have done multiple videos recently. There are some big updates going on. So, they have come out with their own game. They have press releases that are going to happen. There will be NFTs that will be coming out. So, these things are the ones which the developers have confirmed. For more details, do check out my videos in the playlist as well. My second project, which I love, is Ryoshi's Vision. This has a lot of potential in the future, in my opinion. Again, so they are going into the music platform. Not many, competition out there. If they get the things right, if they approach in the right manner in terms of execution, then this definitely is a long shot project. Third project which I want to speak of is Archangel. This is one thing which I want to go a little bit in depth. Now, this is very interesting because a lot of people actually started messaging me on this particular token specifically, because you can see here it's a 99.9% drop, and you see, so if any person who comes over here and goes ahead and types Archangel token on CMC and tries to understand what is this token all about, you see it has dropped down to a very low value, and you feel, or people might start fudding around, say it's a rug pull. I would like to quote that this has happened only because of contract migration. Thing should not be a worry. And this is where your fear comes into picture, guys. You listen to someone without even entering socials and understanding why this has happened, then you just fall into the prey that this is a rug pull token, and they might go ahead and panic sell. So understand how a crypto project works, and whether if it's actual rug pull or not, you would definitely get to know from a lot of social channels. So now the next one is FEG. FEG has a lot of potential in the DeFi space because this is a smart DeFi token, and they're coming out with some brilliant, amazing products. In my opinion, again, this is my personal opinion, guys. As far as I have seen, because the DeFi space is still not well explored or well trusted, I would say, but the products that they are going to bring out probably might rekindle that trust in the DeFi system. So you can run through my other videos on Fact Token 2, which are there in the playlist. You can get to know more about this project as well. And last but not the least, my personal favorite, Jetstar. Now, why is it that this is my personal favorite for me is about Jetstar has a very good vision, and for the future, nothing in terms of marketing has actually started, because you can see certain press releases, you can see certain mentions, you can see a lot of my videos which I've posted on YouTube, you can see AMAs with Adam Shelton that happened, you can see podcasts coming out with Gilly, who is also there. Another Notch, that's his podcast channel, which there in Spotify, Amazon Music. You can just go ahead and hit a like there as well. So all these things are happening in a softer side, but in the background, they're all gearing up for the pre-sale of CRED. That's the second token in their ecosystem. So the more effort is now put into this particular pre-sale to get that rolling. Once that comes out, there are already 2 to 3 products that are lined up for launch. You have the NFTs that would be airdropped to all those first 1,000 holders, and also you have the Agora NFT marketplace that is set to be launched. You have the Star Staking, the staking platform where you can stake your Jetstar and earn CRED tokens waiting. You have Stardome, which would be a platform having more than 100 plus games that you can go ahead and play. Everything is just waiting to happen, guys. So that's where I personally feel this is a very good project. And right now, looking at all these prices and the market on a whole, I would say that if at all you want to get into any of these projects, this is a good starting position. That's all I would like to say. If you're interested, do your own research, go ahead and get into these projects, because the current price point that you see for these projects right now probably would be a good entry point. And for me personally, this is an opportunity. I would definitely stock up on certain coins like Ethereum, BNB, and certain other network related. See that there is a good entry point and probably stock them for the future, because once the crypto market again gets another bull run, these network tokens always are very much important for you to go ahead and purchase this altcoin. So that's where I would target at in this particular bear cycle. That's my personal opinion. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks for all the love and support. I'm aiming at having 1,000 subscribers by the end of this month. Just hardly takes 2 seconds of your time to hit the subscribe button, guys. So please do support by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you so much once again. Have fun and take care.